Good morning.
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 And welcome to the July 3 meeting of the special call meeting of the Muskogee City Council. Roll call, please.
Mayor Janie Boydston.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Here.
Marlon Coleman.
Here.
Ivory Van.
Here.
Jamie Stout. Evelyn Hibbs. Here. Alex Reynolds.
Here.
Stephanie Morgan.
Here.
Tracy McGee.
Here.
We're all here. Item 1, please.
Consider the appointment of Tracy Hoos as Ward 4 City Councilor to serve until the next regular election in accordance with City Charter 206, filling the vacancy in said council seat created by the election of Marlon Coleman as mayor, or take other necessary action.
Councilor Coleman.
Let me say good morning to all of my colleagues and thank you all for being here in this special call. Thank you to Mayor Janie Boydston for arranging this meeting on today. This is my recommendation that Dr. Tracy Hoos will succeed me in an interim capacity. I have known Dr. Hoos for several years now and have always been a fan and an advocate of his work in the community. Going back to his days on the foundation, his family and himself have proven themselves to be lovers of Muskogee and have done everything they can to make Muskogee a better place. And having said that, this is my recommendation and I move for approval.
Second.
Before we move to the vote, I received a text from Councilor Stout saying that the meeting was closed to her. Would you check that, Michael?
And while we're waiting, I would like to say that I have known Tracy Hoos longer than you have.
Yes, ma'am.
His father used to work with us, and he used to come see us when he wasn't 2 feet tall. And as far as I know, he's not ever done anything that he had not to. So I say that I think he will be a good addition to this group.
All right. And one other thing before the vote occurs, I will say that since the vacancy that Dr. Hoos is filling is one as a matter of law when Councilor Coleman assumes the role of mayor, this appointment will be subject to certification of the election results. We believe the County Election Board will meet today, and so once those results are certified, because until they are, it's an unofficial result. So
Usually at 4 o'clock.
yeah, that's typically what I thought. Councilor Hibbs was on that election board for a while, so just as long as we all recognize that that appointment will be subject to certification of the election results. Thank you.
Ms. Mayor, I recognize.
Yes.
I don't know Dr. Hoos as well, but I remember one time I was in a meeting and he done a vote, and I'm not going to say what it's about or anything, but I was when he was on the foundation, and I was very impressed with your vote that you made, which was no. And but I just had one particular question, and I want you to be honest with me. When people call my phone and ask me questions and tell me things, I want to verify and make sure everything's up to snuff. So I had some people call my telephone, and on Facebook, you can keep a record of what people do, and you got to be careful what's on Facebook. So I'm up here now. I'm just asking you personally. Have you ever said anything about me on Facebook? Because remember, they got a record.
May I be recognized?
Yes, go right ahead. Would you give us your name and address, please?
Yeah, my name's Tracy Hoos, 5 Beckman Drive, Muskogee, Oklahoma. I imagine you're referencing whenever you were asking for law enforcement to be here present. I did. I made a comment that I believe that there was a record when you didn't want law enforcement to be at a local public school. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That was what the comment was about. And I disagreed with you with that. And there's going to be times when me and you're going to disagree more than once, but I'll always be respectful and treat you with dignity.
Well, I appreciate that, Dr. Hoos, because at the time, you're right. I didn't want our law enforcement officers to be at Hilldale. But once I went out to Hilldale and seen how those law enforcement officers were around those children, you have 2 of them. And that changed my mind. But up here now, we have, like when we come to council meeting, Public Works, we have law enforcement officers downstairs that we fought for. And like I said, I'm glad we have that up here now. But like I said, sir, I respect you and everything, and I'm glad you were you know, because they just text me about that and say, well, he talking about you. So, well, I said, I'll ask him in person. I ain't going to talk about it in his back. I'll just ask you in person. So I'm glad you brought that to my attention, but I definitely did say I didn't want it at that time. But thank you, sir, and again, thank you for that vote you did that day on the foundation, because like I said, you had some gumption and some guts to stand up for what was right.
And Councilor Van, one of the things is that I'll always be honest with you. So if you ever have a question, I'm going to give you my honest answer, my honest opinion.
I appreciate that, sir. I'll turn the floor back over to you, Ms. Mayor.
Thank you very much.
And Mayor, just one final thing. I did receive confirmation from Kelly Beach, who's the Secretary of the County Election Board, and the Election Board is meeting at 4 o'clock today, and the certification of the election will occur at 5 o'clock today. And so Dr. Hughes, if he is approved by the council, will take that role at 5 o'clock today. And Councilor Coleman will be vacating his spot when he's sworn in on Monday.
Councilor Stout still says they haven't opened the meeting yet.
Michael, are we having an issue with?
With Councilor Stout?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
All right, that's good.
well, praise the Lord for that. And now,
Madam Mayor, may I be recognized?
I have the floor.
yes,
I think Tracy will make a great addition to the council, and we're excited to have him on the team.
thank you. Looks like it's unanimous.
I believe.
Oh, yes.
4-4 City Council, Tracy. I did get a call yesterday from Alicia Manis. She had some concerns about the appointment of Dr. Hoots, so I just wanted that to be noted.
Okay,
I did instruct her that this meeting will be occurring and that if she called in 15 minutes prior, she should be able to make her statement to the council.
all right. Any further discussion? Are we ready for the vote, Mr. Attorney?
Yes.
Okay, and the motion is that, we all know what it is, that Tracy Hoos will take the chair of Councilor Coleman whenever he ascends to the throne of mayor. Okay.
That's correct, Mayor.
Yes, roll call, please.
Tracy McGee.
Yes.
Stephanie Morgan.
Yes.
Alex Reynolds.
Yes.
Evelyn Hibbs.
Yes.
Jamie Stout.
Yes.
Ivory Van.
Yes.
Marlon Coleman.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
And Mayor Janie Boydston.
Yes, and the motion carries, and that is the end of this agenda. So this meeting is adjourned, and happy 4th of July to everyone.